Hey guys, good morning. It's Adam here from Cornucopia Productions. I'm just checking in with you guys. We did a video last week with reworking the Birds of Prey, and we got another subscriber, so thank you for the subscription, of course. And also we got like 25 views or something like that, 24. Something. Last time I checked, it's like 23 or 24, so that's good. So in lieu of that, we are actually going to take a little stab at reworking the DCU a little bit, just kind of planning things out a little bit more, at least for like a phase one build up to Justice League. Marvel, like Marvel, but not exactly Marvel, because we don't want to just be like, we're just ripping Marvel off. But I think, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Now, there were some good movies here and there in the DCU, but there were definitely movies that had potential, but maybe didn't, pan out. So that'll be a video me and Anna will do together. But I wanted to also do another video for the channel as well, just to keep, stuff up. And another thing of what I'm going to start doing just my own self is revisiting movies that maybe I saw at one time and was like, it didn't really work for me or I didn't like it. And trying to get me revisit them later on and give them another chance. So after watching the Zack Snyder Justice League, which me and Anna very much enjoyed, we were talking about doing a review for that. I don't know if that'll get around to it yet, but eventually. But we enjoyed it. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give the Ultimate Edition of Batman vs. Superman another chance. Because maybe, on context, knowing how it would lead to this stuff, it would give me more perspective on what, things we're building towards. And I will say that I did enjoy the Ultimate Edition a lot more than I did the Theatrical Edition, which is what me and Anna had rented. And the main problems with that, a lot of it was the editing, because it was just like, and now we're randomly going to this scene, and now we're randomly going to this scene, and it didn't make any connective tissue. There were missing scenes that didn't connect to things that were going on, so you're like, why in the hell is this going on? But yeah, I felt like there was a better overall story arc. There's still problems. It's still a very bloated movie. It's still a very long movie, which, of course, if you watch Justice League, it's also very long. It does feel like there's a lot of story beats shoved into one long movie. And that's kind of one of the things we'll be talking about fixing is just like, there's definitely a lot of good story elements in there. And there's a lot of things from comics that they've pulled from. But I think that shoving them all in there was a mistake. So I'm still going to stand by that. That was still a mistake. Still casting Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor and having him play it the way he did. And I'm not even necessarily blaming him for the performance necessarily. They're probably just the way they went in that direction. Just didn't work for me. Even with the extended cut, it just was like, there's more of him. I want less of him. It just is what it is. I don't have a problem with him as an actor. His version of Lex Luthor just does not work for me. I think of all the actors you could choose, and I just don't think, he might be a good Riddler or something like that, or a character who's a little more unhinged, but that's really not Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor, to me, feels more of a, he's smart. He's, and he's not all, messed up from his father beating him and shit, which is fine, whatever. It's a choice. I think Ben Affleck was handled well in this. Even the Ultimate Edition, I thought there was a little bit better stuff with Superman. It's still not perfect. I still think the dark Superman thing is, it's hit or miss. Some people like it, some people don't. That's fine. I did like seeing more of Jeremy Irons' Alfred in there too. There was a little more interaction with that. I did have to occasionally laugh when I saw the General, who was, secretly Martian Manhunter. If you haven't seen the Zack Snyder Justice League, you've probably been spoiled by it anyway. So there's a little point where he shows up, and it's clearly the actor that played that General in Man of Steel and in Batman vs. Superman, and he was secretly Martian Manhunter. So this whole time, all this stuff's going on with Doomsday. I'm like, yeah, maybe you could lend a hand there, Martian Manhunter. Yeah, maybe get off your ass, buddy. So that's just kind of funny, but no, overall, I have to say it was a much better movie with the Ultimate Edition, and maybe we just need to let director's cuts happen, and maybe we'll get a better movie, or just release it in the theater that way. I don't know. So yeah, for my first revisit, I think that overall I was actually relatively impressed. I actually started it last week when I wasn't feeling well, just to kill some time because it was a long movie, and I actually finished it this morning because I was up doing some writing of my own. Comic book character thing for myself that I've been working on. And anyway, I'm just doing a lot of ums here. I'm also highly caffeinated, so that happens sometimes early in the morning. This is who I am. Anyway, I'm babbling. That's what I do when I'm caffeinated. Anyway, so yeah, overall, I would say that yeah, maybe if you happen to have HBO Max, if you maybe didn't like the theatrical cut, yeah, I would say give the Ultimate Cut a chance, especially if you've seen the Justice League Snyder cut. I think you'll appreciate it more. There's more things you're like, okay, I see where this is going. I see where this is leading. It filled in some of the blanks that were missing, as I mentioned. So I think, yeah, overall, it was a better experience. So there's other movies I'm going to do this with. I'm going to revisit Captain Marvel. I've thought about revisiting Birds of Prey, but I just don't know. I just really didn't like that movie, so don't know that I would really enjoy it that much. But I do look forward to her in Suicide Squad. I mean, she looks more like the way she should be in that movie. Maybe someday we'll get a proper Birds of Prey movie where Black Canary is the main character, as she should be. Like I said, if you want to know about an idea for that, watch our pitch from last week, which Anna had an excellent layout plan, which would have worked for both Gotham City Sirens and Birds of Prey. And that will probably tie into our little universe planning thing. So yeah, look for that video a little bit later. I hope you enjoyed Adam Revisits. So this will just be titled Adam Revisits Batman vs. Superman. So I'm going to try to do this with some other movies too, as I said, a couple I named there. And I'll just try to do that periodically when I get a chance to watch these things. Because a lot of these movies are on Netflix, or they're on HBO Max, or they're on Disney Plus, they're on the, so it's like, I have so many goddamn streaming services, I don't know what to do with myself. But I never run out of shit to watch. That's the best thing. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that, guys. So yeah, if you haven't, if you're thinking, oh man, I really couldn't stand Batman vs. Superman theatrical cut, give the Ultimate Edition another chance. Either rent it, or you can watch it on HBO Max. So this is Adam. We'll see you later for the Justice League cut. We'll also be doing stuff on Adam and Anna on our other channel, Adam and Anna, our comedy channel. We'll be doing some funny sketches today. So check that out later. Thanks, guys.